Enjoy this illustrated explainer video about guide dogs for the blind.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some are furry and walk on 4 legs.
A yellow lab guide dog in harness.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe everyone deserves to live the life they want to live and to move through the world safely and confidently. Which is why we match people who are blind or visually impaired living in the US or Canada with exceptional guide dogs at no cost to them.
A person with a guide dog.
We even help with veterinary bills and ongoing essential support. We create these life-changing partnerships entirely through private donations and with the help of thousands of volunteers. And of course, with our incredible dogs.
A group of people with dogs.
Our dogs are guide dogs at the DNA level. We breed them specifically to do this work.
2 dogs and a DNA helix.
At 3 days old, our dogs start spending time with volunteers called puppy socializers.
A person with a newborn puppy.
Being a puppy socializer isn't just a dream job. It's how we help our puppies get comfortable being around humans.
A volunteer interacts with puppies.
At 8 to 10 weeks, puppies go live with volunteer puppy raisers.
A puppy raiser receives a puppy.
These volunteers dedicate a year of their lives to get these dogs ready for more advanced training.
The dog matures.
When the dogs come back to the school, our world-class staff teach them the complex skills required to become successful guide dogs.
2 GDB instructors train dogs.
After about 12 weeks of training, a dog is matched with their person.
A person hugs a guide dog.
This matching process is part art and part science, and always quite remarkable. Our clients and dogs undergo 2 weeks of personalized training together and begin to form a magical and lasting bond.
A person and guide dog in caps and gowns.
After graduating, clients return home with their guide dogs, empowered to enjoy their lives with greater mobility, independence, and inclusion.
3 scenes of people with their guide dogs at home, work, and play.
None of this would be possible without the generosity of our extended community of volunteers and donors.
A group of people and dogs.
To learn more about supporting our life-changing mission, visit us online.
GDB logo and URLs. GuideDogs.com and gdbinternational.ca.
Enjoy a peek into Guide Dogs for the Blind's Puppy Center, where 2 yellow lab puppies romp in an indoor play area full of colorful structures and a variety of toys.
Meet Kylie. She happens to be blind. That may seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how awkward people can be around her.
Kylie waits at a bus stop with her guide dog. A woman looks at her quizzically. Question marks appear over the woman's head.
So here are some tips to keep us all moving through the world safely and confidently. Always speak directly to a person with a visual impairment, not their guide dog. Remember, that dog has a job to do.
Good morning.
Hello.
Would you like directions to an open seat?
Sure.
There's 2 rows back on your left.
Thanks.
Kylie gets on the bus with her guide dog and sits across from a woman and child.
Oh, Mom, don't pet that dog. It's working.
Now at the office.
At our office, Kylie's colleagues make sure to introduce themselves when they enter the room and to let her know when they leave.
Sarah stands in the doorway of Kylie's office.
Hi, Kylie. It's Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Did you see the latest episode of Bachelorette on Mars?
I can't believe Abe got put in the spaceship. I thought for sure it would be Lenny.
Thought bubble with a bachelor on a spaceship.
Same.
Are we still on for a shopping trip over lunch?
Yep. I'll see you then. Bye.
Speak directly to people with visual impairments rather than speaking to their friend, their guide dog, or anyone else. And be specific when providing directions.
A boutique storefront. Sales associate with Sarah and Kylie.
Hello, how can I help you?
Actually, it's my friend Kylie who needs help.
And what is she looking for?
She is looking for jeans.
Oh, they're over there. I mean, just ahead of you a few steps. Boyfriend jeans are on the left and mom jeans are on the right.
A restaurant.
Kylie's looking forward to a date with her boyfriend, James.
Kylie, James, and guide dog wait to be seated.
Sorry, no animals allowed in the restaurant.
Actually, guide dogs are allowed anywhere the general public is allowed.
Oh, right this way then.
Kylie and James sit at a table with the dog chilling on the floor like a good doggo.
Hey, Kylie, do you want me to read the menu to you?
Sure. Thank you.
James and Kylie with their food.
This smells amazing.
Should I describe where things are?
Yes, please.
There's spicy chicken curry and rice at the top of your plate and braised greens at the bottom. Your wine is above the plate to the right.
So good.
Kylie gives a romantic smile to James. Spinach in her teeth.
Honey, you have spinach in your teeth.
Thanks so much for letting me know.
Let's let Kylie and James enjoy their dinner. For more information and helpful tips, visit guidedogs.com.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Please come in, take your seats, get comfortable. Thank you all for joining our celebration today, both in person and virtually. My name is Caitlin Merrill, and I'm one of the class instructors for OR537. This is our 537th graduating class on this campus. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. We are live streaming from Guide Dogs for the Blind Oregon campus, so whether you're enjoying this celebration in person or virtually via our live stream, we just want to extend a hearty welcome, and whether it's your first or second or even 30th graduation here, we're just so thrilled that you're here with us. We're here to celebrate 5 new orientation and mobility immersion clients, as well as 5 new guide dog teams. And we also just want to applaud the generosity of everyone who has helped to make today happen. So I'd just like to acknowledge a few people. First, to our puppy raisers, thank you so much for helping prepare these special dogs for their roles. We literally could not fulfill our mission without you. You put your heart and soul into every single dog that you raise, and it absolutely shows. So we look forward to hearing from some of you today. So please, thank you. Secondly, to our donors, thank you so much for helping us provide a lifetime of support for our alums at no cost to them. We don't receive any government funding, so we're very thankful for all of your support. A special thank you to the Lillian Tremoroli for her generous sponsorship of a harness for each class through the year of 2026. I would also like to extend our gratitude to the Carl E. Wynn Foundation of Los Angeles, California, for their team sponsorship of graduate Juana de Rose and her new guide dog, Sparky. And I also want to give a big thank you to our volunteers and employees. Thank you for all that you do to support our mission, whether you help by providing foster care, working with our dogs, in our admin team, or directly with our clients. We're so grateful for all that you do. Next, on the screen, we would like to share a short video about our mission. This video is audio described, so in addition to the narrator, you'll hear a second voice describing scenes in the audio. Captions are also included. These inclusive features ensure that everyone can access and enjoy the video. Please enjoy.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program.
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
Or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
The struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
Okay, before we introduce our graduates, I would like to take a moment to introduce the instructional team, which includes myself, instructor Haley Williams, and class supervisor Caroline Wilkins. Thank you. And I will pass off the mic to Caroline to introduce our first group of graduates.
Thank you, Caitlin. My name is Caroline Wilkins, and I was the supervisor of this guide dog class. And I have the honor of recognizing our orientation and mobility immersion clients. We have quite a few we're recognizing. We're going to start by recognizing 3 graduates from a recent orientation and mobility immersion program with the Lighthouse Earl Baum campus in Santa Rosa, California. The orientation and mobility immersion program is a 1-week program designed for people who want to improve their independent travel skills, including the orientation and mobility training they need to qualify for a guide dog. The O&M Immersion program provides a bridge for those who would like to partner with a guide dog, but have limited access to O&M services. The instructors for this program were Regina Kutches, Molly Tunks, and Kimberly Moore. So first I'd like to, I'll start with Jane Flower of Penn Grove, California. And we have a photo of Jane on the screen behind me. Jane stands next to a human-sized Snoopy character statue located within the historic district of Santa Rosa's Railroad Square. Jane is smiling and wearing dark sunglasses, a long black coat and jeans, and holding her long white cane. And here are some words from Jane. I have proudly worked at Guide Dogs for nearly 13 years and currently serve as the Youth Outreach Program Supervisor. As a guide dog user for nearly 30 years, I have relied on my 3 wonderful dogs to help me navigate the world. With my 3rd guide, my sweet little Pilaf, approaching retirement, as she will be 10 years old next month, and my own vision declining more and more, I knew it was time to intentionally revisit and strengthen my O&M skills, especially cane travel. With wait times for a new guide potentially being long, remaining independent is not an option for me, it is essential. I put on my client hat the week of February 9th and participated in the O&M Immersion program to strengthen my cane travel skills as I prepare for the future and my next guide dog partnership. This week reminded me that independence for someone who is blind does not happen by accident. It is built, skill by skill, step by step, intersection by intersection. The OMI program has strengthened not just my mobility, but my sense of confidence and resilience. It affirmed why our mission matters. Congratulations, Jane. Okay, next we'll be honoring Mark Markarian of Holden, Massachusetts. There's a photo on the screen behind me of Mark. Mark is standing outside beside a tall white post, printed with a message that reads, "May peace prevail on earth." He's smiling and wearing a black GDB baseball cap, dark sunglasses, a light blue shirt, and dark pants, and is holding his long white cane. Mark enjoys playing backgammon with his friends and traveling abroad with his wife, and is learning how to play the acoustic guitar. Mark enjoyed his time in the OMI program and would like to thank Guide Dogs for the opportunity to gain more independence and confidence. Congratulations, Mark. And our next graduate is Elizabeth Stewart of Capitola, California. And the photo description of Elizabeth on the screen here is Elizabeth is standing outside the bright sunlight on a grassy lawn, holding her long white cane. She has shoulder-length blonde hair, is smiling, and wearing a navy blue top with black pants. From Elizabeth, I was born with a rare disorder called Bardet-Biedl syndrome. This program has given me confidence to walk independently and cross streets. I am currently doing an internship and will use these skills on a daily basis. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Okay, next we'll be recognizing 2 orientation and mobility immersion clients who completed the program here in Oregon just this last week. The instructors for that program are Kai Wiese and Mallory Hofer. So on the screen here, we'll have a photo of client Kayla Dunfield. Kayla is seated on a sooty wooden bench with a green foliage and trees behind her. She is smiling and holding her long cane in her left hand. She is wearing black sunglasses, a neon yellow jacket, blue jeans, and black sneakers. Kayla is looking forward to improving her orientation and mobility skills with the goal of one day receiving a guide dog. Congratulations, Kayla. And next, I'd like to welcome Todd Falstrom onto the stage. Todd is from Bozeman, Montana. He is married with 2 teenagers at home, and his first guide dog retired last year. Todd works with the blind and visually impaired community. Todd enjoys being outdoors and took advantage of all the sunshine in Oregon this past week. And I'll pass it over to Todd.
Thank you so much, Guide Dogs, for this program. Last summer, as Ritter retired, I knew that I needed to increase my mobility skills and move in a different way that is not familiar, that I had for 6.5 years. That independence, that freedom is so important to be able to empower confident vision for others. And so when a chance came up for me to come out here and spend a week on learning how to use a cane, I captured that moment and came out and loved being on this campus and learned so much. Over the years, I've had a little bit of cane training here, a little bit of there, but Mallory and I spent 20 hours analyzing intersections, getting my patterns down so that way then I can travel straight lines. And as I move forward into the world, I know that I need to move in a different way. And because of my cane, I have called my cane my dreamer. And so I have a cane now that will help me find a new direction and a new path. And so just thank you for this program. Thank you for the staff, the nurses, and everybody that helps volunteer to put this together. It's not something that's easily done, and I just thank you for everybody that is coming to help support, and my family and my friends. Thank you.
All right, congratulations to all of our orientation and mobility immersion clients. And next I'm going to pass it on to Caitlin Merrill, who will be introducing our guide dog clients.
Thank you. Our guide dog program is a 2-week program where clients are matched with a dog that is compatible to their lifestyle and also to enhance their mobility. We provide a variety of training models that include both in-residence training here at our dormitory, as well as in-home training, and we have graduates from both sides. So the first one that I would like to begin with is client Robert Clark of Newport, Oregon, at home. We received in-home training with Yuzu, a female black Labrador retriever raised by Judy and John Wilson of Brush Prairie, Washington, and Esther Cowing of Portland, Oregon. There is a very adorable little photo behind me of Robert wearing a tan sun hat and glasses, crouching next to Yuzu in front of a fence that overlooks the beach and Pacific Ocean. Yuzu is seated to Robert's left and is wearing her guide dog harness. And I have a short note from Robert. Robert says, "From the moment I met Yuzu, I knew it was an unbeatable match. Yuzu is quick to pick up new things, and she knows how much I appreciate her. And even going more than 18 months without a guide, Yuzu was absolutely worth the wait." And we'll have another set of photos and a note from her raiser. Give me one moment. Oh my goodness. This is from raiser Judy Wilson. "Congratulations, Robert and Yuzu. We are beyond ecstatic for you both. Welcome, baby Yuzu," were the first words on our first monthly puppy report. Yuzu has always been a very happy, inquisitive, and independent pup. Yuzu embodies the ethos: work hard, play hard, and relax. A dear friend confirmed from her first meeting with Yuzu that she'd be a perfect guide matched someday. And here she is, beginning a new chapter with Robert. So many big thanks are in order to our incredible Vancouver puppy raising team, puppy raising field manager Linda Quitchoff, co-raiser Esther Cowing, and all of Team Yuzu spread across Southwest Washington and the Portland area clubs. I also want to express sincere gratitude to the training, kennel, and veterinary staffs and the volunteers who work with all the pups. Recalling dogs is really hard, but much less so knowing how much love and care they receive every day on campus. There may just be a few names on Yuzu's puppy raising records, but her village is large. Everyone who's ever met Yuzu loves her, and now that she's in Robert's village, we look forward to of them growing their love, respect, and trust in one another. Congratulations. And of course, I have to describe this lovely photo behind me. An 8-week-old Yuzu sits on wood mulch between a wood fence and a home. She's looking directly at the camera, showing off her sweet face, huge ears, and paws. Moving right along, I would love to introduce Juana De Rose of Huntington Beach, California. Juana is receiving Sparky, a male black Labrador retriever, raised by Hans Wellborn and Christina Scheffer of Plano, Texas. Juana is a retired nurse and is looking forward to getting back her independence and travel. She is also excited to take Sparky for picnics and play at her local beach. Here you are, Juana.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I'd like to thank Guide Dogs for the Blind to make it my dream come true, getting my independence back. And I so honored that my puppy raisers are here, and with all the love they gave him, and such a beautiful boy. And thank you to my team of trainers. Such a good job. It was just beautiful. So I'm looking for my independence, and I thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Hannah.
Hi everyone. We raised 3 dogs, and what we learned from this is that they are all very different in their personalities, and we tried, or we captured that in nicknames that we gave them. So our first puppy was Gail, and she was a very independent and strong personality dog. She is actually a working guide in Minneapolis, and we think that the Iron Lady, that's how we called her, is still running the household. Our second dog was Jed. He's a fox red lab. He got career changed, and he is now he's adopted, but he still visits us many times. He kind of became the best friend of Sparky, and also kind of his mentor. We called him a lover boy because he was so sweet, you know. It was just unbelievable.
He was so relaxed.
Yeah, we say he was so relaxed that he almost meditated. And then we got Sparky, our third dog. He was kind of an unexpected addition to the family, but the best things in life do not always happen planned. And Bonus Boy, that was his name, proved that you can never have too much of a good thing. So he even joined, when I joined the soccer team, you know, that was with people who were friends since high school. He kind of served as an icebreaker in the end of season party with the Just for Fun team. So.
Sparky also showed his bonus charm at a farewell dinner. One moment he was under the table, the next moment he was sitting in the lap of my boss. As I started to apologize, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I got my puppy back," he said, "Actually, I like him, he can stay." And that's Sparky, the unexpected extra who makes everything better. But Sparky is way more than just a bonus boy. He is wonderfully balanced, full of energy, yet calm when it counts. At the botanical garden, he found himself surrounded by second graders, 5 hands patting him at the same time, and he stayed gentle and composed. But his best threat is his natural drive to do the right thing. So when we read his Sparky's pup date from Guide Dogs for the Blind that he made his roommate wait for dinner, patiently, it felt like the perfect snapshot of who Sparky is.
When we brought Sparky back to campus, we knew that he was like ready to get his training, and that confidence, you know, transformed into pride to see him graduating here today with Juana. And Juana, we know that Sparky will guide you with as much heart as he has given us every day. Thank you.
Up next, we have Anthony Lewis of Alameda, California. Anthony, also known as Tony, received Keats, a male yellow Labrador retriever raised by Cameron, Cindy, Dave, and Kyra Turing of Phoenix, Arizona, as well as Jean Loney of Tucson, Arizona. Tony is a retired rehabilitation counselor. He lives on an island in Alameda, California, and is looking forward to new adventures with Keats.
Hello, everyone, and hello to all of you folks out there in Alameda and Berkeley Puppy Club. And I just really want to thank the puppy raisers from Arizona who came out here. It just really is pretty moving when you think I got Keats halfway through the program. I got assigned a guide dog in the beginning that didn't turn out to be a good match. And so I had to change gears, and I got lucky and I got Mr. Keats here. And what I'm really impressed with Keats is he did really well on all of his traffic stops. And as you can tell, those of you can see that he really doesn't like that head collar that's on him right now. But he's a really good dog, and he has a lot of people who really love him a lot. I mean, it just really, it's very touching that these 4 people came out to see him graduate. And also hello to you, Gene, in Arizona, who couldn't make it. But the work that you guys put into it, it really says a lot to me. I wrote a little something for you because I keep thinking, every time you guys come out, you always give us something. You give us books, you give us toys, you give us this, you give us that. So 12 o'clock last night, I sat up and I wrote a little something, so I hope that you enjoy it, and I'm going to have Carolyn read a little poem that I wrote. Yeah.
Okay. A poem for new graduate Keats. A golden graduate leaving his vest, young Keats has passed the final test. Beside his partner Tony, the bond is growing and trust is flowing. With a wagging tail and a focused eye, they'll give it each route the old college try. The harness is on, the signal is clear. Through bustling crowds, they conquer fear. Across the curbs and through the street, guided by 4 very capable feet. Tony's navigator, bold and bright, turning the shadows into light. But when the working day is through, a different Keats comes into view. A blur of fur, a happy streak, playing a game of hide and seek. For even a hero needs some fun, a chance to frolic and to run. He's a bit of a rascal, a bit of a mage, a master of challenging his fenced-in cage. A great escape with a velvet nose, leaving Tony on his tippy toes. But no matter how far he tries to roam, his heart always leads him straight back home. There'll be rainy walks and crowded stairs, and moments that catch them unaware. But with a spirit that's eager to do some good, they'll navigate life as a great team should. So here's to the duo, the bold and the sweet. Cheers to the graduate, Guide Dog Keats. And thank you to the Arizona Puppy Clubs that helped raise Keats.
Thank you, Tony. That was such a beautiful poem. I appreciate you sharing that with us. It means a lot. But hello, everyone. My name is Cameron Toring, and my wonderful wife and I, Kyra, started Keats. And we had him till he was around 6 months old, and then he went down to the Tucson Club. And my wonderful parents, Cindy and Dave, raised him with their wonderful co-raiser, Gene, and made Keats into the guide dog he is today. Keats was my 11th dog, Cindy and Dave's 15th, Kyra's first, and then Gene, our wonderful co-raiser's 15th. I mean, the reason we all do this is to see the independence that he brings to people and to really see the power that a community can make in our lives. So it's been so touching to us to see Tony has dedicated his life to his community and making it better. So knowing that our work can help support Tony's work and everything that he's done in his life to improve it is just so meaningful for us. So thank you, Tony, and thanks for having this opportunity for us. And then Jean wrote a little letter that she'd like me to read. So this says, my name is Jean. My name is not Jean, it's Cameron, but this is from Jean. My name is Jean, and I was one of the lucky puppy raisers for Keats. While I wasn't able to attend graduation today, I did have the opportunity to speak with Tony the other night and could hear in his voice how much they have connected in such a short time. Keats was started by Cam and Kyra, and they kept him until he was transferred to Cindy, Dave, and me when he was almost 6 months old. By the time we got him, he was so well behaved that we joked that we better had not ruined him before he heads back to guide dogs. He was so easygoing and wanted to please his puppy raisers. This trait made him a favorite on our puppy club. He loved to work, go on all kinds of outings, hikes, and lie back with my career change dog in the backyard. He's an all-around great guy, and I just want to wish Tony and Keats all the best in their future adventures. It is a gift when we are able to watch these puppies grow and move on to do what they are meant to do in life. Thank you, Tony, for loving Keats. Jean Loney.
Thank you all so much. Okay, next I would love to introduce Sierra Modestini of Aurora, Ontario. Sierra is receiving Glenda, a female black Labrador retriever raised by Chris, Noah, Alyssa, and Evan Lucart of Broomfield, Colorado. Sierra is excited to introduce Glenda to all of her friends and family back home. She is starting college in the fall and majoring in behavioral psychology, and she's looking forward to bringing Glenda on that journey. Here you are, Sierra.
Hi, everyone. I just want to get my thank yous out of the way first. So my first thank you will go out to the puppy raisers for raising such an amazing dog, Glenda here. She is just the most perfect dog anyone could ever ask for. She's so well behaved, and I cannot thank you enough for what you guys do. I also would like to say thank you to my 3 trainers, Caroline, Caitlin, and lastly, Haley, for just making this such an amazing training experience and being so supportive when, I needed help, because this is my first guide dog, and you guys are just the most kind people anyone could ever ask for. And then lastly, I would love to say also thank you to the nursing staff for being the most caring individuals and the most helpful individuals as well. And lastly, I would like to say my biggest thank you to my dog here, Glenda. She is just the most amazing guide dog I could ever ask for. She is gonna improve my independence and give me such an emotional support. And we're just gonna be the best partners in crime. And I could not have asked for a more perfect angel of a dog. And thank you just for this experience. It was amazing. Thank you.
My name's Jay. This is Evan, and we're 2 of the 5 family members that raised Glenda. I didn't quite know what to expect. Glenda's our 3rd dog that we've raised. We have our 4th at home. We're having a great time doing this, the first time we've been able to come to graduation, and it's been amazing to meet you, Sierra. I already see how Glenda looks at you. I think the bond is already starting to grow, and it's really, really fun to watch, and then learning about you and how she can live with you and help you in your life has been really awesome. I'm super proud of you guys, and we're wishing you the best. Glenda has a piece of our heart forever. Evan's here. He doesn't want to talk. But we're here because we love her so much. We gave her everything we could to be as good as we possibly can, and it's really, really exciting to see the future she can have with you. So congratulations.
Thank you. Finally, I would like to welcome up graduate Heather Reed of Denver, Colorado. Heather received Turner, a male black Labrador retriever, raised by Cameron and Cammie Stubbs of Cresswell, Oregon. Heather is excited to freely travel again now that she has Turner. She's looking forward to introducing him to all of her routes and activities in her neighborhood.
Here you are, Heather. Hello, my name is Heather, and I am proud and honored to have my 6th guide dog, Turner. I really want to thank the loving care and the time that was poured in to Turner, to Cameron. Lord, I also just want to thank Haley for the time her patient time in working on honing my guide dog handling skills so Turner and I can become a good team. And I can't say enough thank yous to the guide dog staff, the nurses, the cooks, the ERAs, and how they just try so hard to meet all our needs and make training such an enjoyable experience.
Hi, my name is Cameron. I just want to say how awesome it was to be able to raise Turner. It was quite a while before I was able to get a puppy to raise, and I'm honestly glad that it took so long because I think he was the perfect first dog for me to raise. everyone always says when they come up to me, they always notice his little ears first because they sit a little bit crooked, and they're one of my favorite things about him. But I'm honestly just really glad that he was able to get his perfect match with Heather here, and they can be a great team going forward.
Thank you all. Well, this concludes our graduate introduction for today. And I just want to ask everyone to please join me in congratulating the teams from both our guide dog teams and our orientation and mobility immersion clients. Congrats, everybody. And in just a moment, we are going to transition to our dog demonstration portion. So we will have Haley with a guide dog go up and do a targeting demo, and I will pass the mic off to Caroline while I help set that up.
Thank you, Caitlin. Okay. Before we bring out Haley and her dog, I'm going to talk just a little bit about this demonstration that we're going to be doing. So during training, our dogs learn most of the skills involved with guide work through the use of a clicker, which marks a behavior we want the dog to repeat. The clicker makes communication consistent and timely and is better than just praise or food alone. We start by pairing food with the sound of the click. And these are all Labradors or maybe some Goldens, and so that really doesn't take very long for them to understand that they hear the click and food is coming. Once they understand that, we then pair that click with a desired behavior. So for example, when they're doing something like stopping for a curb or going into a down position, they get a click and they think, ooh, food, and are likely to want to repeat this behavior in anticipation of getting rewarded again. So now I'd like to introduce Haley Williams, one of our apprentice instructors, and she has a special guest today. She has male yellow lab Cheddar, who happens to be one of our RA's guide dog, Ava Basso's guide. So thank you, Ava, for letting us borrow Cheddar. So we're going to start with a couple just clicks, and you can see how Cheddar enjoys being rewarded. That's the sound that the dogs get used to. Haley might do a down and maybe a sit and use that click again. There he goes into a down, gets the click, waits for his reward. She'll ask for a sit. He pops right back up into that sit and gets a reward. So next we'll move on to presenting a hand target. So Haley has a closed fist, and Cheddar is targeting her fist with his nose. As soon as Haley feels that nose touch her hand, she clicks and rewards. Once the dog understands that, I think I should probably touch my nose to that hand, then you can put that hand target onto any sort of target point. For today, we're utilizing a bench here. So she's placing that hand target on the bench. Cheddar is enthusiastically moving towards that bench. As he starts to show anticipation of movement towards that target point, Haley no longer needs to use that hand target. And she's just going to slowly increase her distance from that target point and see if Cheddar understands what we're asking of him. It does appear like he does, and so next step is to pick up that harness handle and see if he takes her back to the bench. And now she'll just go all the way to the end of the stage. She'll pick up that harness handle and see if he goes. He's showing great enthusiasm and pace. His tail is wagging. He's a happy dog. He found that bench. Thank you, Haley and Cheddar. Yeah, let's give them a round of applause. So this simple targeting technique can be widely used in our clients' home area. They can apply this training principle to teach their dogs how to locate all kinds of different targets out in the environment. such as ATM machines, pedestrian crosswalk buttons, bus stops, etc. So Haley and Cheddar will be available for some questions if anybody has any at the end of our ceremony this afternoon. That does conclude our program. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you're interested in volunteering, joining our staff, or know anyone who would benefit from our services, please visit guidedogs.com. If you would like to make a donation to support our mission, you can text the word partnerships to 50155. For viewers at home, we hope to see you soon. For those of you that are here with us in person, please join us at the front of the Visitors Center for some light refreshments. Our gift shop will also be open, and we also have tours available. If you are interested in a tour, please meet at the back of this room. There is a table with a blue tablecloth and one of our wonderful volunteers with a little pendant flag that will be meeting you there in about 10 minutes. All right, thank you all so much. And to our graduates today, I would just like to extend one more heartfelt congratulations to all of you. And it was really wonderful to get to know all of you these last 2 weeks, and I wish you safe travels with your guides. All right, thank you.